If you want to start a coaching business and reach 10K a month, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do that and prove that this works. One screenshot of one of my coaching business that did $170,000. And over the last 10 years, I was able to start multiple coaching business and made over 7 figures. So I'm going to break down exactly what works in this video and also why most coaches stay stuck and the mistakes to avoid in order to reach 10K a month with your coaching business. So let's dive right into it. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about is a lot of coaches are trying to sell coaching session or like hourly session, and they want to sell their time or maybe selling a cheap online courses. But the problem is that you're leaving money on the table if you are doing that. And the thing is, if you want to reach 10K a month as soon as possible, you need to sell something that is high ticket, so that has a high price. And I will show you exactly how to do that. Now, also, a lot of coaches don't have a clear niche and avatar. They know what skill they have and what they can teach people, but they don't know how to position themselves and how to attract clients. So, for example, they want to start like a live coaching or maybe like relationship coaching, but they don't know exactly like who to help, what kind of thing to teach them and stuff like that. So you need to be specific about who you help and how you can help them. There's this famous like I help statement that was kind of invented by Sam Ovens, which says like you need to define your coaching business in one sentence, which is the I help these people do achieve or reach this result by doing X. For example, I help coaches and course creators reach 10K a month by selling high ticket offer. That is what I do right now. I help those people, create a high ticket coaching offer and reach 10K a month with their businesses. For example, another of my clients, her statement was like, I help models get their first paid photo shoot and make a full-time income with social media. Or another of my clients who has like a cleaning business, his statement is, I help entrepreneurs make 5 to 10K a month by starting an RV cleaning business. So you need to be crystal clear on that. And also a lot of coaches, they like focus and strategy. So they think they need to have like a podcast, write a book, speak on stage, go viral on Instagram, on TikTok or YouTube, and they don't really know where to start and what strategy to follow. So you need to follow exactly what I'm going to share in this video and stick to it and be consistent, and that's how you're gonna get result. So yeah, like I said, don't try to sell like cheap coaching session. Try to create a high ticket coaching offer that you can sell for at least $3,000. Now, the key to reach 10K a month as soon as possible, like I said, you need to position yourself and attract people that have disposable income and that are willing to invest thousands of dollars in solving the problem that they have. For example, if you sell a $4,000 coaching program, you only need 25 clients in order to make 6 figures per year. That's like 2 clients per month, okay? It's not that much. But if you sell hourly coaching session for $100 per hour or an online course for $200, you need to sell like 1,000 hours of coaching or 500 online courses. So you need to find like 1,000 clients, and that's much more harder than finding 2 clients per month, okay? So doing this will solve 95% of your problems. You will need less clients, you will work less, you will make more money, you will have less customer support, and your clients pay you more, so they are more invested, they take more action, and they will get better results. So you will get more testimonials, and it will be easier for you to close other clients in the future. So it's like a snowball effect. The more you do that, the more you'll be able to reach like 10K a month with your business and scale even more. Also in the future, if you want to scale with paid ads, you need to have a good profit margin in order to spend some money on advertising to acquire a customer. But obviously, that's not mandatory. You can do ads later, maybe when you already make 10, 20K a month and you want to scale further. So now, you might wonder how to sell, coaching for like $3,000 or more. What should you sell exactly? So you need to package your knowledge into a clear transformation, taking people from point A and making them reach their desired situation, that is point B. So don't try to focus on solving like a specific problem, but focus on helping people in your niche reaching their goals. And that comes usually with a few different steps. So for example, me, when I help my clients, I don't only help them like, how to find clients on YouTube. I'm gonna work with them on like how to create the right offer and the right positioning. Then we're going to talk about how to get visibility, and then how to turn this visibility into paying client, and how to deliver the coaching for the client to have some results. So that's like a whole transformation. I'm not only solving a specific problem, but it's like the whole thing. So target a specific avatar within your niche and stick to it. If you have some knowledge that you want to teach to others, what is going to dictate your price is who you are talking to within your niche and with your skill set. For example, if you help people lose weight, and you help, let's say, like students to get a six-pack, that's great, but they could get like a personal trainer for maybe $50 an hour. On the other hand, if you help like CEOs or like executive, lose weight so they get more energy, more clarity, and they perform better at work, the impact this will have on their life is greater than comparing to the students. They will be able to make more money and be more successful because of them losing weight. And also they have more disposable income to invest in a coaching program. So it's not only about what you teach, but who you target with your offer. For example, one of my previous offer was like I was helping people with dropshipping, and the offer was like, I will help you go from 0 to 10K a month with Shopify dropshipping in 90 days. So there's like an end result that you sell, there's a promise, and that's usually how it goes. So how much should you charge exactly? And this depends on your niche and the value that you are providing. A good rule of thumb is to look at the value that the client gets and charge a fraction of that. But for example, me, when I help those coaches, creators, course seller go and reach to 10K a month, they're going to make like 100,000 in a year, so I can charge a fraction of that. So it's not unreasonable for me to charge, let's say, like $6,000-$7,000 to help those people make $100,000, if that makes sense. Now, in your niche, it might be different, and even if you don't help people make money, you can still sell high prices. For example, I know someone that has a coaching program, and he sells that coaching program to help people stop drinking alcohol. And he charged like, I think $6,000, and because that has a huge impact in someone's life. If you help them, stop an addiction, or like it will change their career, their relationship, and so people are willing to pay a high price as long as you solve a painful problem. So you can also look at cost of alternatives, also the cost of not solving the problems, what is costing them from not acting and having the goals that they want to achieve. You can also think about the amount of time they're going to save by working with you and things like that. If you are starting, I recommend starting to sell your program at $3,000. And how I usually do that is that I do 3 months coaching program one-on-one. And so, for example, one of my previous businesses, I was selling like a $3,000 coaching program for 90 days. And within that time frame, people tend to have results. So I think like 2 to 3 months for a coaching program is a good time frame. And then once you have decided on all of this, decide on your strategy, take action, and you're going to have people book a call with you, like a discovery call, to learn more about how you can help them. Take around like 30 sales calls, and then you will see like your conversion rate. Out of those 30 people, how many bought your coaching program? And if it's good, say like above 25%, that means your offer is too cheap and you can increase the price to maybe $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 and do the same thing again, assess and then increase or decrease based on your conversion rate. So do not sell anything less than $2,500. It's not worth your time and you won't be able to scale later with paid ads like I said before. So I have a client that helped people start a cleaning business. And when we started working together, I helped him create a high ticket offer and he made like a coaching program, which is like 3 months, helping people to start a cleaning business. So it's like a one-on-one coaching program and he sold his program for $3,000 and he found like 2 clients within 8 weeks of starting with working with me. So now that you have, the offer, what to sell, we need to talk about how you can find clients and ideally for free without spending money on ads or sending a lot of DM because that's annoying. The best way to do it is simply to make content on social media where your ideal avatar is. If you're watching this video, chances are you want to start a coaching business and so you could potentially be one of my clients. And this is the reason I make those videos because I know that some people that will be watching will get some value from this and will want my help to help them grow and reach 10K a month with their business. By the way, if you want my help to achieve, this kind of result, you can book a free call with me in the description and we'll talk about how we can get there. Now, just make simple content about the question that your prospects are wondering. So it could be about their goal, it could be about the pain or the problems that they are facing, and also the question that they're asking themselves. And to do that, you can look for comment on other YouTube videos in your niche. You can look on Facebook groups, you can look for book title on Amazon, you can look on Reddit, you can also ask other people in your niche. You can look like in the past when you started in that specific niche, or when you gain that knowledge, what kind of thing were you struggling with, what kind of goals did you want to achieve, and you can take it from there to come up with video ideas that you can post on social media. So don't chase views for the sake of going viral. The goal is to get clients, and so you need to attract high quality views. And it's better to make like maybe 200 views per YouTube video than make like 20,000 views, but those views are not qualified and don't want to buy anything. And to be honest, like it will depend on your niche, but you can use Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. What I've noticed is that on YouTube, the growth will be slower, but the quality of the audience is higher, which means they have a higher intent and they are more likely to buy than on other platforms. Because simply it's like a search engine. People type their problem in YouTube and then they find a video. For example, if they struggle to find coaching client, they will type on YouTube how to find coaching client. That means they have intent to solve their problem. So they're already like in this mindset of like they know they have a problem, they want to solve it, and they are actively looking for a solution. Whereas on TikTok, for example, you might get a lot of views, but it's like they scroll on the live feed. They're not actively looking for a solution to their problem. So that's what I've noticed. But I suggest you combine the two. Maybe start with YouTube based on keywords. Put keywords in your title that people might be looking for. And on the side, you can do short form content that you're going to post on Instagram and TikTok that can really work as well. So then when you get visibility on your social media platform, you need to convert those views into paying clients. People are not just going to reach out to you to ask you to buy your coaching program. So the best way to sell a premium coaching program or a high ticket offer is to have a call, what we usually call like a discovery call or something like that. This can be like on Zoom or on Google Meet or just like even a regular phone call. And so your goal with your social media content is to get people on a call with you. So how you do that is simply in your content, you make usually at the end a call to action, and you just say people like, okay, if you want to learn more, you can book a free call with me, or you can send them to like a free resource that could be like a lead magnet, like a case study video or something like that, where you share more about your expertise, or you can help them and show some result that you've had in the past. And then you make another call to action for them to book a free call with you. And on average, you will close around 20% of the people who hop on a call with you. Maybe less, maybe more, that depends on your niche, your offer, your experience in sales and things like that. But you don't need to be like pushy or be like a sales genius in order to make that. It's just a simple conversation. It's like a discovery call. So you're just gonna ask them about their current situation, what things they have problems with, what are they struggling with, and also what are the goals, what do they want to achieve within the niche. And then you're gonna say like, if you can help them, you just say like, okay, based on what you told me, I think I can help you achieve this result, and this is how it works, this is my coaching program. And you need to position yourself as the solution. So your coaching program should be like the bridge or the vehicle that take them from where they are right now to where they want to go, okay? And it's best to do that through a call than just a simple sales page or even like a webinar or like, yeah. So that's the simple sales system that I use, that my client use to book call and to sign high ticket coaching client. Now we need to do the math, because when you're starting out, to reach 6 figure, it might seem high if you've never sold coaching before, or if maybe you're making like $1,000 per month, but it's not that hard. If you sell a $3,000 coaching offer, you need 33 clients, okay? So at a 20% closing rate, that's 165 booked call in a year. And so that's around 2 calls per week. So you don't need to make like millions of views on social media to get 2 booked calls per week. And even less, like if you sell a $5,000 coaching offer, you only need 20 clients. And so that's only 100 calls per year. So that's around like 2 calls per week. So you just need like 2-3 clients per month if you sell at $3,000 or more. And that's how you can reach six-figure with your business. I did that in many different niches, in different languages as well, and I've helped many other clients do the same, so it can definitely work for you. Now, there are a few mistakes to avoid, if you start. The thing is, 90% of coaches are trying to sell cheap coaching session or online courses because it's trendy, you want to make passive income kind of thing, but that's not working well because first, like if someone wants to buy something for you and he has the option between buying a $300 course or a $3,000 coaching program, most of the time people will buy the $300 course and say, okay, I'll buy this cheap thing first, I'll see how it goes, and maybe I upgrade later. But the thing is, those people might have the budget to start with the $3,000 coaching program. So basically, when you have a low ticket offer and a high ticket offer at the same time, you usually undervalue your expertise and you tend to make less sale on the high ticket side. Whereas if people want to work with you and you only have one offer and it's high ticket, you will tend to get more clients for that. Now, another thing is lack of focus or strategy. Some people try to figure out and do this on their own, and they follow a few different people on YouTube and try to take advice from different places. But the problem is, it's not about taking different pieces of advice, it's about to have a specific strategy that you can follow from point A to point B, right? So if you try an advice from someone and then someone else says something else, and then you don't really know what to do because there's so much information out there. So that's something that I've seen happening. And another thing is trying to copy someone else. If you might see like, oh, Alex or Mozy is posting 10 times a day, I'm gonna start posting 10 times a day. But the thing is, you're not at the same stage, you don't have the same team most probably, so don't try to copy other people, just follow a simple plan and be consistent with what you do, and you will have results. Now, another thing is giving up too early, because on social media we can see people say, oh, get rich quick, or like make $10,000 in a week or something like that. But in reality, like business, you need to find clients, you need to practice your sales, you need to improve your marketing, create content to get visibility. That can take some time, okay? So like what I found on average with my client that I help reach 10K a month and sign high ticket coaching client is that when we start working together and they implement my strategy and my system, they sign their first high paying client within 6 to 10 weeks. And after that, it becomes faster and easier, and they tend to send, they tend to sell their second one a few weeks after that, and then eventually they reach 10K a month consistently. So set your expectation. If you start today and you've never sold coaching before, and you want to reach maybe 10K a month, maybe it's going to take like 2-3 months, or maybe even more. It can be less also. I'm not saying like this is a fixed rule that applies to everyone, but just set your expectation. Like money is not going to come from the sky overnight. Most likely when you're going to start to post content on social media, people will not care and you will make 10 views, but you can improve on that. And it's by practicing that you get better and you get better results. And when you keep doing these things and you keep improving maybe 1% per day on your business, in the end that compounds, and that's how you can scale your business. For example, like when I started my first coaching and course business in 2016, I made one video on YouTube per day for like 8 months before I found a single client, because I didn't know what I was doing, okay? But eventually that business turned into a 6-figure coaching business that I ran for like multiple years, and it's made me financially free in the beginning when I was in my 20s, and it gave me knowledge that I can use to grow other businesses and help other people. Like for example, my client Veronique, she was in the personal development niche and she was selling like books and also cheap online courses. And then we started to create a high ticket coaching offer for her, and within like 6 weeks she was able to sign her first 4,800 euro client, and then another 10,000 euro coaching client. No, so if you want to start a coaching business and reach 10K a month, and in order to get to 6-figure, do this full time and be kind of financially free, doing something that you like, because you're going to teach others a skill that you like. So it's kind of like one of the most fulfilling job, I would say, or businesses to start out there. You can book a free call with me and we can talk about like where you're at right now, what are your goals, and if I can help you, I will let you know about how that works. and you will see like, all the things that you need to know in order to reach 10K month with your coaching business. Obviously, this is not a promise. There is nothing guaranteed. You need to take action. You need to put in the work, and you need to be willing to invest in yourself in order to grow. So if you want to skip the learning curve and get results faster, book a call with me below. It's free and we'll talk. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.